2020 has changed us a lot. It's changed the way we shop, how we entertain, how we learn, how we live. And it looks like it will continue to change things for people in local communities, which then changes things for local businesses, which in turn changes how those local businesses engage with their customers. Hi, I'm Corey Elliott, VP of Market Intelligence here at Burrell Associates. And I wanted to take a moment to tell you how we're changing our local marketing forecast for 2020 and beyond. Burrell Associates has been analyzing, tracking, and forecasting local market spend data for decades. Our database is driven by understanding what is happening on a very local level. And we account for every dollar being spent by a local business to communicate with their customers. From traditional advertising media like radio, TV, or printed newspaper, to digital forms like email, search, or OTT. We even take into account the money spent on promotions and loyalty programs. And as been our legacy, we forecast those numbers 5 years out. But when something like 2020 happens, those forecasts you made just a few months ago need to be reevaluated. And that's what we did for every business in every county across the U.S. To help us do that, we looked at the 3 spheres of influence that play off each other in any given market. Information pertaining to media, to businesses, and to people. For example, when it came to 2020's effect on people, also known as consumers or audiences, we looked at monthly labor data by county by month. And we looked at COVID data, refreshed every day. For media, we relied on reports directly from media companies, as well as information from a proprietary study of hundreds of media managers. And we looked at past patterns of media shifts around economic downturns. And for businesses, we considered 5+ years of retail sales data by month, as well as data from trade associations. We also supplemented that data with information from our own SMB panel that gauges attitudes and intentions of SMB advertisers on a monthly basis. Now, all these things exhibit a push and pull on each other, and all ultimately affect the money being spent on marketing, especially at a local level. We found pockets of businesses who need to radically shift their marketing approach, obvious ones like gyms and hotels and museums, but also segments like auto rentals were thrown for a loop. And on the other hand, you had business categories that saw much less disruption, like some home services, grocery stores, and maybe surprisingly, RV dealers. Pretty much the definition of a socially distanced vacation. During the crisis, we also saw a lot of local businesses shift their focus away from attracting new customers to communicating directly with their current customers. The thought of gaining new customers at this time just wasn't a priority. A lot of them put a lid on the top of that funnel, which immediately impacted any of those media they felt did not communicate directly with their customer base. Now, as different parts of the country move forward at different rates, the focus, they told us, will shift. Pendulum swing back to gaining new customers. For a lot of businesses, that means a shift in marketing channels. And we're still just talking about 2020. What happens in 2021 and beyond? Do things get back to normal, or do they get to a new normal? Spoiler alert, it's the latter. Now, if you want to see how all these considerations play out in your market, or how your market is different, drop us a line. We will show you what 2020 and beyond looks like in local marketing in your market. Thanks.